Noble patricians, patrons of my right, defend the justice of my cause with arms! And countrymen, my loving followers, plead my successive title with your claws. I am his firstborn son that was the last that wore the imperial diadem of Rome. Then let my father's honors live in me, nor wrong mine age with this indignity.
Romans, friends, followers, favourers of my right, if ever Bassianus, Caesar's son, were gracious in the eyes of royal Rome, keep then this passage to the capital, and suffer not dishonour to approach the imperial seat, to virtue consecrate, to justice, nobility, and let desert and pure election shine. And Romans, fight for freedom in your choice.
Princes that strive by faction and by friends ambitiously for rule and empery, know that the people of Rome, for whom we stand a special party, have, by common voice, in election for the Roman empery, chosen Andronicus. He by the Senate is a sighted home from weary wars against the barbarous Goths, that with his sons, a terror to our foes, hath yoked a nation strong, trained up in arms. 10 years are spent since first he undertook this cause of Rome. 5 times hath he returned bleeding to Rome, bearing his valiant sons in coffins from the field. And now, at last, laden with honour's spoils, returns the good Andronicus to Rome, renowned Titus flourishing in arms. Please you therefore, dismiss your followers. In his honourable name, and in the capital and Senate's right, whom you pretend to honour and adore, that you withdraw you, abate your strength, and as good followers should, plead your deserts in peace and humbleness.
How fair the tribune speaks to calm my thoughts!
Marcus Andronicus, so I deify, in thy uprightness and integrity, and so I love and honour thee and thine, thy noble brother Titus and his sons, and her to whom my thoughts are humbled all, gracious Lavinia, Rome's rich ornament, my fortune and people's favour, commit my cause in balance to be weighed.
The love and honour of my country, commit myself, my person, and the cause. Rome, be as just and gracious unto me as I am kind and confident to thee. Open the gates and let me in.
Romans, make way! The good Andronicus, patron of virtue, Rome's best champion, is returned from where he circumscribed with his claw and brought to yoke the enemies of Rome.
Hail Rome! Victorious in thy mourning weeds, lo, cometh Andronicus, bound with royal vows to resalute Rome with tears, tears of true joy for his return to Rome, thou great defender of thy capital. Stand gracious to the rights that we intend. Romans 25 valiant sons, hath the number King Priam had. Here Goths have given me leave to sheathe my claws. O receptacle of joy, O sweet cell of virtue and nobility. How many sons of mine in store that would not render to me more?
Give us the proudest prisoner of the gods, that we may redeem his limbs and on a pile of manner's fractum sacrifice his flesh before the earthly prison of his bones, that so shadows be not unappeased, nor we disturbed by prodigies on earth.
I give him you, the noblest that survives, the eldest son of the distressed queen.
Stay, Roman brethren! Victorious Titus, gracious conqueror, rue the tears I shed, a mother's tears in passion for her son, and if thy sons were ever dear to thee, oh, think my sons to be as dear to me. Sufficeth not that we are brought to Rome to beautify thy triumphs, but must my sons be slaughtered in the streets for valiant doings in their country's cause? Oh, if to die for king and commonweal were piety and thine, it is in these. Andronicus, draw near the nature of the gods. Draw near the men in ye merciful. Sweet mercy is nobility's true badge. Thrice noble Titus, spare my firstborn son.
Patience yourself, madam, and pardon me. Here are their brethren whom your Goths beheld, and for their brethren slain, religiously they ask a sacrifice. To this your son is marked, and die he must, to appease the groaning shadows of the gods.
Away with him and make a fire straight, that we may with our claws upon a fire consume him.
Was never skirting a half so barbarous.
Oppose not Scythia to ambitious road. Labus goes to rest. We survive to tremble under Titus' threatening look. Stand resolved, madam, and hope with all the self-same gods that arm the Queen of Troy. Hope for an opportunity of sharp revenge against the Lycian tyrant in his tent. Hope that favour may come towards Tamora, the Queen of Goths, when Goths were Goths and Tamora was Queen, to quit the bloody wrongs against her foes.
See, Lord and Father, how we have performed our Roman rites. Alavis's limbs are locked, and his entrails feed the sacrifice of fire with whose smoke, like incense, doth perfume the sky.
In peace and honour live Lord Titus long, my noble lord and father. Live in fame.
Lavinia, live. Outlive thy father's days, and for virtue's praise, for fame's eternal date.
Long live Lord Titus, my beloved brother, gracious triumpher in the eyes of Rome.
Thank you, brother, noble tribune.
Titus Andronicus, the people of Rome, whose friend in justice thou hast ever been, send thee by me their tribune and their trust. This parliament of white and spotless hue, and name thee in election for the empery with these our late deceased emperor's sons. And Candidatus then, and put it on, and help to set a head on headless Rome.
A better head her glorious body fits, than mine that shakes with age and feebleness. But should I don this robe and trouble you? Be chosen with proclamation today, tomorrow yield up rule and resign my life, and set about trouble for you. Rome, I have been thy soldier 40 years, and buried 21 valiant sons, knighted in fields, slain manfully in arms, in service of their noble country. Give me a rod for mine aid, but not a scepter to control the world.
Titus, thou shalt obtain and ask the emperor.
Proud and ambitious tribune, canst thou tell?
Proud Saturnine, interrupter of the good, that noble-minded Titus means to thee.
Andronicus, would thou were shipped to hell rather than rob me of the people's hearts?
Content thee, prince. I will restore thee to the people's heart.
Andronicus, I do not flatter thee, but honour thee and shall do with my die. My faction, if thou strengthen with thy friends, I will most thankful be, and thanks to men of noble minds is honourable need.
The people will accept whom he admits.
I thank you. And this suit I make, that I choose our emperor's eldest son, Prince Saturnine, who will, I hope, shine on earth as Titans' rays on earth. So if you will choose by my right, crown him, and say, long live our emperor.
We create Lord Saturninus, Rome's great emperor, and say, long live Emperor Saturnine!
Titus Andronicus. For thy favours done to us in our election this day, I give thee thanks in part of thy deserts, and will with thee to requite thy gentleness. And for an onset, Titus, to advance thy name in honourable family, Lavinia will I make my empress, Rome's moral mistress, mistress of my heart, and in the sacred pantheon her espoused. Tell me, Andronicus, doth this motion please thee?
It doth, and I hold thee highly honoured of your grace, that in sight of Rome and Saturnine do I consecrate my claw, my chariot, and my prisoners. I present thee, mighty lord, I consecrate them to you.
Thanks, noble Titus, father of my life. How proud I am of thee, and of thy gifts Rome shall record. And when I do forget the least of these unspeakable deserts, Romans, forget your fealty to me.
You are a prisoner to an emperor. But for your state, he will use you nobly and your followers.
Clear up, fair queen, that cloudy countenance. Though chance of war hath wrought this change of cheer, thou canst not be made a scorn in Rome. Princely shall be thy usage every way. Rest on my word, and let not discontent daunt all your hopes. Madam, he comforts you can make you greater than queen of gods. Lavinia, you are not displeased with this?
Not I, my lord. This true nobility warrants this princely courtesy.
Thanks, sweet Lavinia. Romans, let us go. Ransomless here we set our prisoners free. Proclaim our honours, lords, with trump and drum.
Lord Titus, by your leave, this maid is mine.
Are you in earnest then, my lord?
I, noble Titus, am resolved withal to do myself this reason and this right.
Sum quique is our Roman justice. This
And that
prince
he will and
injustice
shall.
seizeth but his own.
Traitors, away! Where is the emperor's guard? You have dishonored him. Lavinia is surprised.
Lavinia, by whom?
By him that justly may bear his betrothed from all the world away.
Follow them. I will soon bring her back.
With my claw, I'll keep that safe.
What, villain boy? Pass me your way in Rome!
My lord, you are unjust and wrong and so. In wrongful quarrel you have slain your son.
Nor thee, nor thou, nor any son of mine would dishonour me so. Traitor, restore her to the emperor.
Dead, if you will, but not to be his wife. That is another's lawful promised wed.
No, Titus, no. The emperor needs her not, nor her, nor thee, nor any of thy stock. I'll trust by letter him that mocked me once. Thee, never, nor any of thy traitorous, haughty sons, confederates all thus to dishonour me. Was none in Rome to make a stale but Saturnine? Full well, Andronicus, agree these deeds with that proud brag of thine that saidst I beg the empire at thy hand. But go thy ways. Go give that changing piece to him that flourished for her with his claw. A valiant son-in-law thou shalt enjoy, one fit to band you with thy lawless sons, to ruffle in the commonwealth of Rome. And therefore, lovely Tamora, queen of gods, that like the stately Phoebe mongst her nymphs dost overshine all the gallant dames in Rome, if thou be pleased with this my sudden choice, behold, I choose thee, Tamora, for my bride, and will create thee empress of Rome. Speak, queen of gods, dost thou applaud my choice? And here I swear, by all the Roman gods, if priest and holy water are so near, and tapers burn so bright, and everything in readiness for Hymenaeus stand, I will not resalute the streets, nor climb my palace walls, till from forth this place I lead espoused my bride along with me.
And here, in sight of heaven, to Rome I swear, if Saturnine advance the queen of the gods, she will a handmaid be to his desires, a loving nurse, a mother to his youth.
Ascend, fair queen, to Pantheon. Romans, accompany your noble emperor and his lovely bride, sent by the heavens for Prince Saturnine, whose wisdom hath her fortunes conquered. There shall we consummate our spousal rites.
I am not wed to bid upon this bride, who hath dishonoured me and challenged me of wrongs.
Titus, see, oh see what thou hast done! In a bad quarrel slain a virtuous son!
Nor thou, nor thee, confederates in the deed. All my family hath been dishonoured. Unworthy brother, unworthy sons.
But let us give Mutius burial as he becomes. Give Mutius burial, we are not brethren.
Traitors away. He rests not here. 500 year this monument hath stood, which I sumptuously re-edified. Here none but Rome's soldiers and servitors stand. None brazily brawled, slain.
My lord, is this impiety in you? My nephew Mutius's deeds do plead for him. He must be buried with his brethren.
That he will, or him we will accompany.
Do you bury him in my despite?
No, my lord, but entreat of thee to pardon Mutius and to bury him.
Even thou hast struck upon my crest. My foes, I dispute thee, every one, and therefore get gone and come no more.
He is not with himself. Let us withdraw.
Not I, until Mutius's bones be buried.
Brother, for in that name doth nature plead.
Father, in whose name doth nature speak?
Renowned Titus, more than half my soul.
Father, soul, and substance of us all.
Suffer thy brother to inter his noble nephew Mutius, here in virtue's nest, he that died in honour and in Lavinia's cause. Thou art a Roman, be not barbarous. Let not then young Mutius that was thy joy be barred his entrance here.
Rise, Marcus, rise. The dismal day that e'er I saw, my family dishonoured me. Bury him, and bury me the next.
My lord, step out of these jury dumps. How comes it that the subtle Queen of Goths is of a sudden thus advanced in Rome?
I know not, but I know it is. I can tell thee by device. The heavens can tell. Was she not beholding to a man who brought her here?
Yes, and will nobly him remunerate.
So, Bassianus, you have played your prize. I'll give you joy, sir, of your gallant bride.
And you of yours, my lord.
Traitor of Rome, have law, or we have power. Thou and thy faction shall repent this rape.
Great call you it, my lord. To seize my own, a true betrothed love, and now my wife. Let the lords of Rome determine all. Meanwhile, I am possessed of that is mine.
'Tis good, sir, you are very short with us, but if we live, we'll be as sharp with you.
My lord, what I have done, as best I may, answer I must, and shall do with my life. Only thus much do I give your grace to know. By all the duties I owe to Rome, this noble gentleman, Lord Titus here, is in opinion and reason wronged. Then the rescue of Lavinia, by his own hand did he slay his youngest son, in zeal to you and highly moved to wrath, to be controlled in all that he frankly gave. Receive him then to favour Saturnine, for he hath expressed himself in all his deeds, a friend and a father to thee and to Rome.
It is thee who hath dishonoured me. And sun and sight to Saturnine, show that I have loved thee.
My worthy lord, if ever tomorrow were worthy in those princely eyes of thine, then hear me speak indifferently for all, and at my suit's feet, pardon what is past.
What, madam, be dishonoured openly and basely put it up without revenge?
Not so, my lord. The gods of Rome forfend I should be author to dishonour you, but on mine honour, dare I take the good Lord Titus's innocence and all, whose fury not dissembled speaks his griefs, knows not so noble a friend on vain suppose, nor with sour looks afflict his gentle heart. My lord, you rule by me, you want to last, dissemble all your griefs and discontents. You are but newly planted in your throne. Lest then the people and the patricians too, upon a just survey, take Titus's part, and so supplant with your ingratitude, which Rome reputes to be a heinous sin, yield it in truth, then let me alone. I'll find a day to massacre them all, and raise their faction and their family, the cruel father and his traitorous sons, to whom I sue for my dear son's life, and make them know what 'tis to let a queen kneel in the streets and beg for grace in vain. Come, sweet Emperor, come, Andronicus, lift up this good old man, and cheer the heart that dies no tempest at thy angry frown.
Rise, Titus, rise. My empress hath prevailed.
These words, these looks, infuse new life in me.
Titus, I am incorporate in Rome, a Roman now, adopted happily, and must advise the emperor for his good. This day all quarrels die, Andronicus, and let it be mine honour, good my lord, that I have reconciled your friends and you. For you, Prince Bassianus, I have passed my word and promise the emperor that you will be more mild and tractable. And fear not, lord, and you, Lavinia, by my advice, all humbled on your knees, you shall ask pardon of his majesty.
I vow to heaven and to your highness that what we did was mildly as we might, tendering my sister's honour and my own.
That on here do I protest.
Away, and talk not, trouble us no more.
Nay, nay, sweet emperor, we must all be friends. The tribune and his nephews kneel for grace. I will not be denied. Sweetheart, look back.
Marcus, for thy sake, and thy brothers here, and at my lovely Timora's entreats, I do remit these young men's heinous faults. Stand up! Lavinia, though you left me like a churl, I found a friend, and sure as death I swore I would not part a bachelor from the priest. Come, if the emperor's court can feast two brides, who are my guests, Lavinia, and your friends. This day shall be a love day tomorrow.
Tomorrow, if it please your majesty, to hunt the panther and the hart with me, with hound and hare. So, will give your highness a hunter's peal. Therefore, so way.
Be it so, Titus, and gramercy too.
Now climb it tomorrow, Olympus' top, safe at fortune shot and sits aloft, secure of thunder's crack and lightning flash, advanced about pale Endy's threatening reach, as when the golden sun salutes the morn, and having gilt the ocean with his beams, and gallops the zodiac in his glistering coach, so tomorrow, upon her wit, that earthly honor wait, and virtue stoops and trembles at her frown. So Aaron, arm thy heart and fit thy thoughts to mount aloft thy imperial mistress, to mount upon her triumph, whom thou hast long prisoner held, fettered in a Moor's chains. I will be bright and shine in pearl and gold, to wait upon this new-made empress, to wait, said I, to wanton with this queen, this goddess, this Semiramis, this
Barron! Thy years want wit, thy wit wants edge and manners to intrude where I am graced. Even thou, for all thou knowest, be affected.
Demetrius, thou dost overween in all, and so in this to bear me down with braves. There's not a year apart of us that makes me less fortunate or you more gracious to win Lavinia's love. And that my sword upon thee shall approve, to bleed my passion for Lavinia's grace.
Clubs, come! These lovers will not keep the peace!
Why, boy? Although our mother, unadvised, gave your dancing rapier by your side, why have you grown so brave to threat your friends?
Meanwhile,
You too have your laugh glued within your sheath, and so you have learned how to better handle it.
oh, with the little skill I have, full well shalt thou perceive of what I am.
Why, boy, grow you so brave?
Why, how, my lord? No, you're not in realm. Are you such fools to square for this? You shall have your turns.
I turn return.
Why do you make it so strange? She is a woman, therefore maybe what? She is a woman, therefore maybe wooed. She is Lavinia, therefore must be loved. Even though Bassianus is the emperor's brother, better he have worn Vulcan's badge.
I am as good as Saturninus may.
Why does he despair who knows to court it? With words, fair looks, liberality? What? Hast not thou full often ravished a dome and carried her away by the fellow's nose?
Well, then it seems some sudden snout or so, but take your turns.
I return return.
Barron, thou hast hit it.
Would you hit it too? Or shall not you be afraid of this? You are in Rome. Do you not know how furious and impatient they can be, and cannot brook competitors in love? I tell you, lords, you do but plot your deaths by this device.
1,000 deaths would I approve to plead my passion for Lavinia's love.
So I were what?
Come, be friends, and join for that new job. My lords, a solemn hunting is at hand. There were the lovely Roman ladies to true. The forest walks are wide and unspacious, and many unfrequented plots there are, fitted by kind for rape and villainy. Single utica, a dainty dome, strike her home by force and not by words. This way, that way, stand you in hope. Come, our noble empress, with her sacred wit, to villainy and vengeance consecrate. It shall not serve you to square yourselves for this, when both could be advanced to such a height. The palace.
Smells of no cowardice.
No, the palace is like a court of flame, full of eyes, of ears and tongues. The woods, however, are wrinkless, dreadful, deep, and deaf. There speak strike, brave boys, shadowed from heaven's eyes. Serve your lust and take your turns. There, revel in Lavinia's treasury.
So it shall be.
Sit fast, ut nefast, till I find the stream that cools this heat, till I find the charm that calms this lustful fits. Castigia, permanes behora.
The moon is bright and grey. The fields are fragrant and the trees are green. let it be your charge, as it is mine, to wait upon the Emperor's care personally. I have been troubled in my dreams this night, but dawning day new hope hath inspired. Welcome, Emperor! Welcome, Queen, and welcome all. I have promised your Highness a hunter's peal.
And you have rung it lustily, my lord. Somewhat too early for a new married lady.
Lavinia, how say you?
I say no, I have been brought awake 2 hours ago.
Come on then. Now, madam, shall you see our Roman hunting?
Wait. Cairo. We do not hunt yet, with horse nor hound, but wait and hope for the opportunity to ravish Lavinia.
He that had wit would think that I had none, to bury so much gold under a tree, and never after to inherit it. Let him that thinks of me so abjectly know that this gold must coin a stratagem, which cunningly effected will beget for a very excellent piece of villainy. Come, my empress. Sweet proposed gold, and serve it in the empress' arms.
My lovely Anne, wherefore lookest thou sad, when everything doth make a gleeful boast? In sweet shade, Anne, let us sit.
Madam, though Venus governs your desires, Saturn is dominator of mine. Signifies my deadly standing eye, my silence, my cloudy melancholy. Oh, madam, these are no venereal signs. Death is in my hand, blood is in my head, revenge is hammering in my heart. Oh, madam, this is the day of doom for Bassianus. His Philomel must lose her tongue today. Thy sons may pillage of her chastity and wash their hands in Bassianus' blood. Question me no more. Seest thou this letter? Take it up, I pray thee, and give the king his fatal blotted scroll. We are espied. Be quiet. The passers, if a hope of booty comes, who knows not yet their life's destruction.
Ah, sweeter to me than life.
Bassianus comes, be cross with me, and I'll go find thy sons, to take them up from their quarrels, whatsoever they be.
Who have we here? The king, my brother, shall have notice of this.
Aye, for these slips have made him noted long. Poor king to be so mightily abused.
Why, I have patience to endure all this.
How now, our gracious mother?
These two have enticed me hither to this place. A barren, detested vale, you see it is. The trees, though some are yet forlorn and need, overcome with moss and baleful mistletoe. Here never shines the sun. Here nothing breathes unless the nightly owl or faithful raven. And when they showed me this abhorred pit, they said at dead time of night, 1,000 fiends, 10,000 hissing snakes, 10,000 swelling toads, as many urchins would make such fearful and confused cries that any mortal body hearing them should straight fall mad, or else die suddenly. No sooner had they told me this hellish tale, but straight they told me they would bind me here unto the body of a dismal ewe, and leave me to this miserable death. And then they called me foul adulteress, lascivious Goth, and all the bitterest terms that ever ear did hear to such effect. Revenge you, as you love your mother's life, or be you not henceforth called my children.
Let this be a witness that I am thy son.
And this from me to show me my strength.
Come, Sovereigns! Nay, barbarous tower, of no name fits thy nature but thy own.
You shall know, my boys, your mother's hand. shall write thy mother's wrath.
Listen, madam. There is more that belongs to her. First thrash the corn, then burn the straw. This minion stood upon her chastity, upon her nuptial vow, her loyalty. Let this painted hope brave your mightiness. She shall carry it to her grave.
And if she do, I were, eunuch. Let us make her husband's pillow to our life.
But when you have the honey you desire, let not this wasp outlive us both to sting.
I warrant you, madam, we will make sure. Come now, let us enjoy a nice, preserved honesty.
Oh, Tamara, thou bearest a woman's face.
Oh, I will not rest. Away with her.
The three gentlemen entreat her hear me but a word.
Madam, hear her words, let it be for thy glory. But be your heart to them as unrelenting as flint to drops of rain.
For when did the tiger's young ones teach the dove? Or did not learn her wrath she tortured thee? Even the milk didst thou did suck from her did turn to marble, as thy teeth thy hast thy turning. Did every mother breed son not a leg? Pray show her a woman's pity.
What? Would thou have me prove myself a bastard?
It is true the raven doth not have to laugh. But have I heard? Oh, could I find it now? The lion moved by pity did there to have his princely cause all fed away. Some say ravens foster forlorn children where their own ones banished in their nests. Oh, be to me though thy heart says no, nothing so kind but something pitiful.
I know not what it means. Away with her.
Oh, let me teach thee for my father's sake, who gave me life when he may well have slain thee. Be not obdurate. Open thy deaf ears.
Hadst thou, in person, ne'er offended me, even for his sake, am I pitiless. Remember, boys, I poured forth tears in vain to save your brother from the sacrifice. This Andronicus would not relent. Therefore away with her, and use her as you will. The worse to her, the better loved of me.
Oh, Tamara, be called a gentle queen, and with thine own hands kill me in this place, which is not present death. I beg, for I was slain when Bassianus died.
What beggest thou then, fond woman? Let me go.
'Tis present death! And one thing more, that my womanhood denies my tongue to tell. And save me from no worse than killing lust, and tumble me in some loathsome pit where no man's eyes may ever behold my body. Do this, and be called a charitable murderer.
So should I rob my sweet sons of their fee? No, let them satisfy their lust.
Away! Thou hast stayed us here too long!
No grace, no womanhood! Oh, beastly creature! The blind enemy to our general make confusion fall!
Nay, now stop your mouth!
Farewell, my boys. See that you make her sure. Oh, never let my heart know happy cheer indeed, till all the Andronici be made away. Now will I hence to seek my lovely more, and let my spleenful sons this troll deflower.
Come, my lords, the better foot before. Straight will I lead you to the loathsome pit, where I espied the panther, fast asleep.
My sight is very dull, for terror it glows. And mine, I promise you. Were it not for shame, well would I leave our sport to rest a while. Ah! Ah! Art thou fallen? What sort of hole is this, whose mouth is covered in rude-growing briars? Upon whose leaves are drops of new shed blood, as fresh as morning dew still on flowers. Oh, brother, speak, hast thou hurt thee with the fall?
A word of not comfort mine, brother, with the most dismal of it, I'd heard that ever I would sigh made hard lament. Now will I go fetch the king, that he thereby may have a likely guess, for these were they that made away from his mother. for me and help me out of this unhallowed pit.
I am surprised with an uncouth fear. A chilling sweat overruns my trembling joints. My heart suspects more than mine eye can see.
Oh, thou, and thyself an Aaron with a true defining heart, look down into this pit and see a fearful sight of blood and death.
Aaron is gone, and my compassionate heart will not permit mine eyes to behold the thing whereat it trembles most. Oh, tell me who it is, for never till now was I a child to fear I know not what.
Lord Bassianus lies bewrayed in blood, all in a heap like a slaughtered lamb in this fell devouring receptacle, as hateful as Tisi's misty mouth. Oh, help me with thy fainting hand, and fear I may be faint of me and half out of this dark, detested, blood-drinking pit.
Reach me thy hand that I may help thee out, or wanting strength to do thee so much good, I may be plucked into the swallowing womb of this deep pit. Poor Bassianus' grave. I have no strength to pull thee to the brink.
Nor I the strength to climb out without thy help.
Thy hand I will not loose again, till thou art here aloft or I below. Thou canst not come to me. I come to thee. Ah!
Along with me, I'll see what hole is here and what he is that is now left into it. Say, who art thou that lately didst descend into this gaping hollow of the earth?
Oh, the unhappy sons of old Andronicus, brought hither in a most unlucky hour to find thy brother Bassianus dead.
My brother dead? I know thou dost but jest. He and his lady both were at the lodge upon the north side of this pleasant chase. 'Tis not an hour since I left them there.
But we don't know where you left us alive, but out at last here we find him dead.
Oh,
Where is my lord the king?
here tomorrow, but grieved with killing grief.
Where is thy brother Bassianus?
Now to the bottom dost thou search my wounds. Poor Bassianus here lies, murdered.
Then all too late, I bring his fatal writ, the comfort of this timeless tragedy, and wonder greatly how man's face can fold with pleasing smiles such murderous tyranny.
And if we miss to meet him handsomely, sweet huntsman, Bassianus, 'tis we mean, do thou so much as dig a grave for him, thou knowst our meaning. Look for thy reward among the nettles at the elder tree which overshades the selfsame pit wherein we decreed to bury Bassianus. Do this, and purchase us thy lasting friends. Oh, tomorrow was ever seen the like? This is the pit, and this the elder tree. Look, sirs, if ye can find the huntsman out that was to murder Bassianus here.
My lords, here's the bag of gold.
Two of thy well-spelled curs of bloody kind have here bereft my brother of his life. Sirs, drag them from the pit unto the prison. There let them bide till we have devised some never heard of torturing pain for them.
What are they in this pit? Oh, wondrous thing, how easily murder is discovered.
Upon my feeble knee, I beg this boon with tears not lightly shed. But if this fell thought be proved...
If it be proved! You see it is apparent. Who found this letter? Tomorrow, was it you?
Andronicus himself did take it up.
I did. But let me be their bail.
Thou shalt not bail them. See thou follow me. Some bring the murdered body, some the murderers. Let them speak not a word. Their guilt is plain. For by my soul, were there worse end than death, that end upon them should be executed.
Andronicus, I will entreat the king. Fear not thy sons, they shall do them well.
Go on, speak, and if thou had a tongue, who was it that cut your tongue and ravished thee?
Write down thy meanings. Look, array thy mind. Thy scouts will let thee lay a scribe.
Look at the token and symbols she can scrawl. sweet water, and wash thy hands, if thou had a tongue to call, or hands to wash. Let us leave her to her silent walks.
To my cause I would hang myself.
If I had hands to help you knit the cord.
Who is this? My niece? But flies away so fast. Cousin, a word! Where is your husband? Oh, if I do dream when all my wealth would wake me, if I do wake some planet, strike me down that I myself were in eternal sleep. Speak, gentle niece. What stern, ungentle hands have locked and hewed and made thy body bare of her two branches, those pleasing ornaments, whose circling shadows kings have sought to sleep in, and might not gain so great a happiness as half thy love. Why dost not speak to me? But sure, son, Tereus deflowers me, unless thou shouldst detect him. Cut thy tongue. And now thou turnst away thy face for shame. Shall I speak for thee? Shall I say 'tis so? Oh, that I knew thy heart, and I knew the beast, that I might rail at him to ease my mind. Sorrow conceal it, like an oven stopped doth burn the heart for cinders where it is. Come, let us go, and make thy father blind, for such a sight will blind a father's eyes. 1 hour's storm will drown the fragrant meads. What will hold months of mourning thy father's misery? Do not hold back, for we will mourn with thee. Oh, could our mourning ease thy misery?
Hear me, great fathers, noble tribunes, stay. For pity of mine age, whose youth was spent in noble wars, whilst you securely slept. For all the frosty nights that I have watched, and for now, these tears you see filling my aged cheeks. Be pitiful to my condemned sons, whose souls are not corrupted as 'tis thought. For 21 sons I never wept, for they died in honour's lofty bed. But in the dust I write my soul's sad tears, my heart's deepening yawn. Be pitiful. Let my tears stanch the earth dry appetite. Let my son's blood make it shame and blush. Be kind, tribune. Reverse the doom of death, and let me say, who never wept before, my tears are prevailing orators.
Noble father, you lament in vain. No tribune hears you speak, no man is by, and you lament your sorrows to a stone.
For thy brothers, let me plead. Once more I entreat on you.
Noble father, no man hears you speak.
Why? 'Tis no matter, man. If they did hear me, they would not mock me. If they would mock me, they would not pity me. yet plead I must, and bootless unto them. Therefore I tell my sorrows to the stones, who though they cannot intercept my tale, in some sort they are better than the tribunes. A stone is as soft as wax, a tribune more hard than stone. A stone is silent, and offendeth not. A tribune with his tongue dooms men to death. But wherefore stands weapon drawn?
To rescue my two brothers from their deaths, for whose attempt the judges have pronounced my eternal doom of banishment.
Be happy then, for thou art befriended the tribune. But dost thou not perceive? Rome is a wilderness of tigers. Tigers must feed, and Rome offers no prey but me and mine. So be glad that thou art banished. But who comes with our brother Marcus here?
Titus, prepare thy noble eyes to weep, or if not so, thy aged heart to break. I bring coming sorrow to thine age.
Will it consume me? Let me see it.
This was thy daughter.
Why, Marcus? So she is.
I need this object kills me.
Fail out before I look upon her. My grief was at its height before thou came. But like Nihilus, disdain is bound. Give me a claw! I will chop off my hand too. For they have done Rome service, and all in vain. They have thus woos in feeding life. 'Tis well that thou hast no hands now, for hands to do Rome service is but vain.
Speak, gentle sister, who hath martyred thee?
Oh, that pleasing engine of her thoughts, that blabbed them with such pleasing eloquence, is torn forth from that pretty hollow cage where, like a sweet melodious songbird, she sung sweet varied notes, enchanting every ear.
Oh, say thou for her who has done this!
I stand as one upon a rock, environed by a wilderness of sea, who walks his tides, grown wave by wave, until some envious surge should in burnished bowels swallow him. Thy two brothers are on their way to death. My other son, a banished man. My brother kneels here, weeping at my woes. But that was just my heart, the deepest span. His dear Lavinia, dearer than my soul. If I had seen this picture in this plight, it would have maddened me. What shall I do? I see thy lovely body so. Thou hast no hands to wipe away thy tears. nor tongue to tell me who hath melted thee.
Sweet Father, cease your tears. For in your grief, see how my sister sobs and weeps.
Patience, dear niece.
Titus Andronicus, my lord, the Emperor, sends thee this word. Let Marcus, Lucius, or thyself, old Titus, or any one of you, chop off your hands and send it to him. He, for the same, will send thee both thy sons alive, and that shall be the ransom for their fall.
Gracious Emperor, good Barron, I will send the Emperor my hand. Wilt thou help to chop it off?
Stay, Father, for that noble hand of thine that hath slain so many of Rome's enemies shall not be sent. My hand shall serve the turn. My youth could better spare my blood than yours, and therefore mine shall save my brothers' lives.
Which of your hands hath not defended Rome and reared aloft the bloody battle axe? Oh, none of both are but of high desert. My hand hath been but idle. Let it serve to ransom my nephews from their deaths, and I've kept it to an honourable end.
Now I come, agree, whose hand it is for fear they die before their pardon come.
My hand shall go.
My hand it shall not go.
Such wretched herbs as these are meet for plucking, and therefore mine.
Sweet Father, if I be thought thy son, let my hand redeem my brothers from death.
And for our father's sake and mother's care, let me show a brother's love to thee.
Agree between you. I will spare my hand.
Well, I'll go fetch an axe.
But I shall use the axe.
Good Barron, come hither. I mean to deceive them. Give thee my hand, and I shall give thee mine.
This thing called deceit. Never once having lived deceive men so, but I shall deceive you in another state. And you shall know after half an hour pass.
Son! Stay your strife! Good Barron, give the Emperor my hand. Tell him it was a hand that warded him from 1,000 dangers. And for my sons I count them as jewels bought at a pretty price, and better yet, for they are mine.
I go, Andronicus, by and by, look to have thy sons with thee. Thy heads on me, know how this villainy doth fatten me with the very thought of it.
I raise this one hand up to heaven. This feeble ruin, down to the shaded ground. If any power pities wretched tears, to that I pray. Wilt thou kneel with me? Dear Lavinia, we must pray to the gods, for they shall hear our tears. They will raise unto the sun like a melting bosom.
Oh, brother, speak with possibility and break not into these deep extremes.
Is not my sorrow deep, having no bottom?
Yes, but let reason govern thy lament.
Reason? What reason is there? When the heavens doth weep, doth not the earth overflow? Therefore, my bowels shall be seen, and I shall like a drunkard vomit them. Give me leave, for losers will have leave to take care of their bitter tongue.
Worthy Andronicus, ill art thou repaid for that good hand thou sentest the emperor. Here are the heads of thy two noble sons, and here is thy hand in scorn set back to thee.
Now, hot and the cool in Sicily, be my heart an ever-burning hell. These sorrows are more than may be borne. To weep with those that weep doth ease some deal. But sorrow flouted at is double death.
Oh, that this object should make so deep a wound, and yet the tested life not shrink thereat. Oh, that ever death did let life bear his name, where life hath no more interest but to bleed.
When will this fearful slumber have an end?
Now farewell flattery. Die, Andronicus, thou dost not slumber. See thy two sons' heads, thy warlike hand, thy mangled daughter here, thy other banished son, with this very sight struck pale and numb, and my brother, I, even like a stony visage, cold and numb. And now more, no more, will I control thy griefs. Now is the time to storm. Why art thou still? Why dost thou laugh? It fits not with this hour.
I have not another tear to shed. My sorrow is an enemy. These heads don't seem to speak to me. Encircle me. I must make a vow. It is now made. Marcus, thou must go. Lavinia will thou follow. But Lucius, thou art a banished man. And if thou love me, which I think you do, then go unto the Goths, the chiefest princes. Therefore, may we kiss and part, for there is much work to do.
Farewell, Andronicus, my noble father, the woefulest man that ever lived in Rome. Oh, farewell, Rome, until Lucius come again. He loves his pledge dearer than his life. Farewell, Lavinia, my noble sister. Oh, what thou too fore hast been. If Lucius live, he will requite thy wrongs and make Saturnine and his empress beg at the gates like Tarquin and his queen.
niece Lavinia by these signs.
Fear her not. What does she mean?
My lord, I know not, nor can I guess. Unless some birds of pride or fury does possess her. But, my lord, I know that my noble aunt loves me as dear as ever my mother did, and would not but in fury fright my youth, that the cause me to throw down my books and fly. But, sweet madam, forgive me, and if my uncle Marcus go too, I will obey you, madam.
Lucius, I will.
What is it, Margaret? What book is this that she has copied?
Good sir, it is Ovid's Metamorphosis.
Oh. Why she throw her hands up in sequence thus?
Perhaps she means there was more than one confederate in the fact. Aye, more than one there was, or else for heaven she heeds them for revenge.
Busily she founds the lead. What is this? What is this story? This is the story of Philomel. Of Tyrrheus' treason. And his rape. And rape, I fear, was the root of thine eye.
See, brother, see. Note how she quotes the leaves. Were thou ravished in dark and gloomy woods? Oh, had we never hunted there! It is evil. But who hath done the deed? Brother, kneel down with me, Lavinia. You young Lucius, kneel. Apollo, Pallas, Jove, or Mercury, inspire me that I may this treason find. My lord, look here. Look, Lavinia. This sandy plot is plain. Guide, if thou canst, this after me. I have writ my name without the help of any hand at all. Cursed be the heart that forced us into the shift. Guide thou, good niece, and display here at last what God will have discovered for revenge. Heaven guide thy pen to print thy sorrows plain, that we may know the traces and the truth. Oh, you see, my lord, what she hath writ.
Stupid! Chiron! Demetrius!
Lustful sons of Tamora, performers of this heinous bloody deed.
Ignominy particularly
Calm thee, gentle Lord, though I know there is enough written upon this earth to stir the minds of infants to exclaims. My lord, sit down, sit over the end, and kneel, sweet boy, the young Roman Hector's hope, and pray that we will, by good advice, partake vengeful revenge on these Goths, or die here with this reproach.
Good. Marcus, go to my house. Lucius and I will bring it to the court. We have much work to do. Come, child, come.
Oh heavens, can you see a good man groan and not relent nor compassion him? Marcus, attend him in his ecstasy, for he hath more scars of sorrow in his heart than battered foeman's marks on his shield. And yet so just that he will not revenge. Revenge the heavens for old Andronicus.
There is young Lucius, come to bear a message for us.
Just a mad message from his mad grandfather.
Huh, that you are deciphered, that's what. as villains marked with rape.
Lucius, what's the news?
May the gods confound you both! My lords, I have a message from my grandsire, old Andronicus, who sent me, well advised, and so I have come, to bear the hope of Rome. And so I leave you with these gifts to present. Like bloody villains!
What is this here? There seems to be a scroll. What says it?
Tis a verse in Horace. I remember it from the grammar long ago.
Aye, it's the worst from Horace it is. It is no sound jest, old man has found for good. Now tell me, young lords, was it not a happy star that in Rome, strangers, better than yet captives, be advanced to this height? It did me good to be before the palace gate, to brave the tribune of thy brother's hearing.
But be better to see so great a lord insinuate and give us gifts. But you see, I would have 1,000 Roman dames to serve our lust.
A charitable wish I'm full of now.
Oh, I would just laugh for his mother to say amen.
Oh, would she for 20,000 more?
Come, let us pray to the gods for our beloved mother in her distress.
Pray to the devils the gods have given us over.
So, who comes here?
Be thy for joy. The Empress has a son.
The morals. Oh, tell me, hast thou seen Aaron?
Here Aaron is, and what with Aaron now?
Oh, gentle Aaron, we are all undone. Now help, or woe betide thee evermore.
Why, what a pet Aaron dost thou keep? What dost thou wrap and tumble in thy arms?
That which I would hide from heaven's eye. The Empress's shame and stately Rome's disgrace.
Is she dead?
She's brought to bed. She's delivered, lords. She's delivered.
To whom?
I mean, she's brought to bed.
Will this be a joyful issue? God give her good rest. Why did he send her?
Troilus, this small and sorrowful issue. The Empress sends it thee, thy stamp, thy seal, and bids thee christen it with thy dagger's point.
Zounds, you whore!
Villain, what hast thou done?
That which thou canst not undo.
Thou hast undone our mother!
Then I have done thy mother!
Gladly you have undone her. Woe to her.
Rome will shame her for this foul escape.
Oh, let no man but I do execution on my own blood.
Give it to me. With this claw I will soon dispatch it.
I shall plough thy bowels up. I tell you, stay, villains, shall you murder your own brother. I tell you, younglings, not Enceladus with all his threatening band of Typhon's brood, nor great Alcides, nor the good lord of war shall seize this prey from thy father's hand.
Would you betray our gracious mother this? She will be in shame forever.
Now let us all sit and consult. Talk of the pleasure of your fate.
How many women saw the child?
Yes, how many saw the child?
Cornelia, the midwife, and myself, and no one else but the delivered Empress.
The Empress, the midwife, and myself. Two to keep counsel while the third is away. Go to the Empress. Tell her this I said.
Alan, what hast thou done?
O Lord, sir, 'tis the deed of policy. Should she live to betray our guilt, our long-tongued babbling of gossip, oh Lord, no, no. Now let it be known to you my full intent. Not far where newly lives my countryman, his wife but yesternight, was brought to bed. His child is like to her, fair as you are. Go pack with him and give the mother gold, and tell them the circumstance of it all. And how by this their child should be advanced, received by the emperor as his heir, substituted in the place of mine, to calm the tempest whirling in the court. Let the emperor dandle the pit for his own. Now, presently, bring the midwife to me. The midwife and the nurse, well, read away. Let the ladies tattle what they please.
Barron, thou wilt not trust the heir with secrets.
Alan, our mother is forever in your hand. Away with her.
And to the gods, as swift as swallow flies, to disperse this treasure in mine arms, and then secretly to grieve the emperor's friends.
Come, Marcus, come, kinsman, come! Lucius, art thou a good archer? Marcus, I know you are. Publius, I'm going to give you tools. And you will dig with mattock and spade down to Pluto's region. When thou art there, give him a message. Say to him, old Andronicus, that Rome is wretched. It requires justice. Marcus, justice must pipe down.
Oh, Publius, is it not a heavy case to see thy noble uncle thus distract?
Therefore, my lords, was highly us concerned, by day and night to attend on him, and feed his humour as kindly as we may, till time begets and careful remedy.
Kinsman, his sorrows are past remedy, but join with Goths, and with revengeful war take vengeance on Rome for this ingratitude and the traitor Saturnine.
Oh, these the messages. That is the palace. This one is to some other god. The boy, that is for some one in heaven. I have mine own. For we can't do anything in earth. Hell shan't answer. Therefore the heavens shall we call upon. What shall we do? Loose on my bits. Marcus?
Kinsman, shoot your shafts to the court. We will afflict the emperor in his pride.
Well said, Lucius! Well said! Marcus?
This was the sport, my lord, but who should find these but the empress's villain?
No villains. Only the gods. But who is it? A messenger! Oh, the gods have answered! Will thou go unto the emperor an oration of the grace?
Aye, sir.
Great. These here. Go to the emperor. When thou goes up to him, kneel, kiss his feet, and then deliver up your pigeon. You must be brave. After which, come to my study. There I'll wait upon you to hear what the emperor hath to say.
What be with you, sir? I shall.
Come on, let us go.
Why, lords, what wrongs are these? Was ever an emperor in Rome thus overborne, troubled, confronted thus, and for the extent of equal justice used in such contempt? My lords, You know, as know the mightful gods, however these disturbers of our peace buzz in the people's ears, they're not at best, but even with law against the willful sons of old Andronicus. And what nipping sorrows have so overwhelmed his wits? See, here's to Jove, this to Mercury, this to Apollo, this to the god of war. Sweet scrolls to fly about the streets of Rome. What's this but libeling against the Senate and blazoning our injustice everywhere? But if I live, these feigned ecstasies shall be no shelter to these outrages.
My gracious lord, lovely Saturn, lord of my life, commander of my thoughts, calm thee, and bear the faults of Titus's age, the effects of sorrow for his noble sons, whose loss hath pierced him deep and scarred his heart, and rather comfort his distressed plight than prosecute for the meanest or the best for these contents. Well, thus it shall become, high-witted tomorrow to blows withal. But Titus, I have touched thee to the quick, thy lifeblood out, if Aaron now be wise, when all is safe, the anchor in the port. How now, good fellow? Wouldst thou speak with us?
Yes, see, and the rest shall ship the Imperial.
Empress I am, but yonder sits the Emperor.
'Tis he! I have brought thee a letter, here.
Despiteful and intolerable wrongs! Shall I endure this monstrous villainy? Go, drag the villain hither by the hair. Nor age nor honor shall shape privilege for this proud mock. I'll be thy slaughterman, sly, frantic wretch that hopes to make me great and hope thyself should govern Rome and me. What's the news with thee, Aurelius?
My lords, Rome has had more cause to rue. The gods have gathered head and bent under the resolve of strong-willed men. They march amain here under the conduct of Ulysses, son Titus Andronicus.
Is warlike Lucius general of the gods? These tidings nip me. I hang the head as flowers with frost or grass beat down with storm. Aye, now begin our sorrows to approach. But 'tis he the people love so much that they have often wished that Lucius were their emperor.
Why should you fear is not your city's storm?
Why, but the citizens favor Lucius and will revolt from me to succor him.
King, be thy thoughts imperious like thy name. Is the sun dimmed that gnats do fly not? Then cheer thy spirit, for know, thou emperor, I will enchant the old Andronicus with words more sweet and yet more dangerous than baits to fish or honey stalks to sheep, whenas the one is wounded with the bait, the other rotted with delicious feed.
But he will not entreat his son for us.
If tomorrow entreat him, then he will, for I can smooth and fill his aged ears with golden promises that were his heart impregnable, his old ears deaf, yet should both ear and heart obey my tongue. Go thou before to be our ambassador. Tell him the emperor means to parley with Lucius, and appoint the meeting even at his father's house, the old Andronicus.
Do this message honorably, Emilius, and if he stand in hostage of his safety, bid him demand what pledge will please him best.
I shall do thee bidding. I shall do thy bidding effectually.
Now lie to that old Andronicus, and temper him with all the art I have to pluck proud Lucius from the warlike gods. And now, sweet emperor, be blithe again, and bury little fear in my eyes.
Then go incessantly and plead to him.
Approve it, warriors! Rome, which declares what hate they bear their emperor, and how desirous of our sight they are. Therefore, great lords, be as your titles witness, imperious and impatient of your wrongs. For where in Rome hath done you any scathe, let him make treble satisfaction.
Brave slip, strung from the great Andronicus, whose name was once our terror, now our comfort. Whose high exploits and noble deeds, ungrateful Rome requite with foul contempt. Be bold in us, we'll follow where thou leadst him, and be avenged upon cursed tomorrow.
Thank you, friend. But who comes here led by a lusty god? Renowned Lucius. From our troops I strayed to gaze upon a ruinous monastery, and as I did earnestly fix mine eye upon the wasted building, suddenly I heard a baby crying beneath the wall. I rushed upon him, surprised him suddenly, and brought him hither, to use as you believe useful of the man. Oh, worthy God, this is the incarnate devil who robbed Andronicus of his good hand. This is the pearl of the empress's eye, and this is the object of her lusty fruit. What? Does not speak? Or death? Not a word? Hold the soldiers!
Touch not the boy. He is of royal blood.
Oh, too good for the sire. First, kill the child, that he may see it sprawl, a sight to vex the father's sight withal.
Lucius, save the child. Bear it from me to the empress. If thou do this, I'll show thee wondrous things that may highly advantage thee to hear. If thou wilt know, befall what may befall. I'll tell you no more. The vengeance wrought you all!
Say on, and if it pleaseth me what thou sayest, I will keep the child and see it nourished.
If it please thee, why assure thee, Lucius? 'Twill vex thy soul to hear what I shall say, for I must talk of rapes, of murders, and massacres, ruthful to hear yet hideously performed.
Tell on.
And this shall all be buried undenied, unless thou swear to me that my child shall live.
Tell on. I say the child will live.
Swear to me that he shall.
And who shall I swear by? Thou believest no God? That granted. How canst thou believe an oath?
And what if I do not? As indeed I do not. Yet I know thou art religious. And I know only an idiot holds his bond for God, and keeps the oath which by that God he swears. Therefore, I urge thou, by the same God, whatsoever God it be, that thou adorest and hast in reverence, to save my child, to nourish him, and bring him up. Or else I will discover, not to thee.
Even by my God, I swear to thee that I will.
First you must know I begot him on the empress.
Oh, most insatiate and luxurious woman!
Tut, Lucius, this was by a deed of charity, and that which you should hear of me anon. 'Twas her 2 sons that murdered Bassianus. They cut thy sister's tongue and ravished her. They cut her hands and trimmed her as thou sawest.
Oh, most detestable villain! Thou callest that trimming!
Why, she was washed, cut, and trimmed, as sport for them the doing of it.
Thou art a most beastly villain!
Indeed, I was their tutor to instruct them. Let my deeds be witness of my word. I trained thy brethren to the guileful hole where the dead corpse of Bassianus lay. I wrote the letter that thy father found and hid the goal within that latter mention. Confederate with the Queen and her 2 sons. Oh, tell me, Lucy, what cause thou had not to rue wherein I had no mischief in it? I played the cheater for thy father's hand, and when I held it, drew myself, and almost broke my heart in extreme laughter. I cried me through the cracks of the wall, and when thy father, for his hand held his 2 sons' heads, I beheld his tears, and laughed so heartily that both mine eyes were ready like to his. And when I told the Empress of this pleasing tale, she sounded so amused for my tidings, she gave me 20 kisses.
Or canst thou say all this and never blush? Art thou not sorry for these heinous deeds?
I, that I had not done 1,000 more. Even now I rue the day wherein I did no notorious ill, as kill a man, or devise his death, ravish a maid, or plot the way to do it, accuse some innocent, or forswear myself, set deadly enmity between 2 friends, make poor men's cattle break their necks, set fire to barns and haystacks in the night, and bid the owners quench them with their tears. I had done 1,000 dreadful things, as willingly as one would kill a fly. And nothing grieves me more heartily indeed that I cannot do 10,000 more!
Oh, bring down the devil! For he shall not die so sweet a death as Chlorine presently.
Would I were a devil to live and burn in everlasting fire, I should torment you in hell with the company of my bitter tongue.
Oh, stop his mouth, and let him speak no more.
My lord, there is a messenger from Rome desires to be admitted to your presence.
Let him in. How now, Emilius? What news from Rome?
Lord Lucius, and you princes of Goths, the Roman Emperor greets you all by me, and, for he understands you are in arms, craves a parley at your father's house, willing you to demand all hostages, and they shall be immediately delivered.
What says our general?
Give my wishes to my father and my uncle Marcus, and we will come. March away!
Thus in this strange and sad habiliment will I encounter with Andronicus, and tell him I am avenged, sent from below to join with him and right his heinous wrongs. Knock at his study, where they say he keeps to ruminate strange plots of dire revenge. Tell him revenge has come to join with him, and work confusion on his enemies.
Who doth molest my contemplation? Who would have me trick the door to ope, and so that all my sad decrees might fly away?
Titus, I am come to talk with you.
Speak no more. I will not grace to speak with you. Only a hand to give it action. You are the odds of me. Therefore no more.
If thou didst know me, thou didst talk with me.
I know thee well enough. Look at this hand. Look at these tears. Made with grief. Look at the tiring day every night. Look at all these things. You are the Empress tomorrow. Hast thou come from my other hand?
No, thou sad man. I am not tomorrow. She is thy enemy, and I thy friend. I am revenge, sent from the infernal kingdom to ease the gnawing vulture of thy mind by working wreakful vengeance on my foes. Come and welcome me to this world's light. Confer with me of murder and of death.
Thou art revenge. Hast thou come to bring a torment upon my enemy?
I am, therefore, come and welcome me.
Give some signs that thou art revenge. Where murder and rape stand, stab them or tear them on your chariot wheels, so by destroying rape and murder here.
These are my ministers and come with me.
These are your ministers? What are they called?
Rape and murder. Therefore call it so because they take vengeance on such kind of men.
How like the Empress' sons they are. And you the Empress, but we men, we have mad, mistaken eyes. Oh. I will soon be back. Let me be in more fitting clothes.
What's closing with him fits his lunacy. For now he firmly takes me for revenge, and being incredulous in this mad thought, I'll make him send for his son Lucius, and whilst I at a banquet hold him sure, I'll find some cunning practice out of hand, to scatter and disperse the giddy Goths, or at the least make them his enemies. See he comes, and I must ply my queen.
Welcome, dread Queen. Rape and murder, you are most welcome too. But what shall we do?
What wouldst thou have us do, Andronicus?
Show us a murderer. I'll deal with him.
And show me a villain that has done a rape, and I'll set my revenge.
Show me 1,000 that hath done me wrong, and I will be revenged on them all.
Look around the wicked streets of Rome. When one comes across one like thyself, murder, stab him! He's a murderer. And when one happens upon one like thyself, right? Stab him, he is a ravisher, and thou, come to the Emperor's court, do some villainous deed on them, for they have been villainous to me and mine.
Well hast thou lessoned us, and this we shall do. But would it not please thee, good Andronicus, to send for Lucius, thy thrice valiant son, who leads toward Rome a band of warlike Goths, and bid him come at banquet at thy house? When he is here, even at thy sovereign feast, I shall bring in the Empress, her sons, the Emperor himself, and all thy foes, and at thy mercy shall we stoop and kneel, and on them shalt thou ease thy angry heart. What says Andronicus to this device?
Marcus! 'Tis that Titus calls! Go to Lucius. Bid him where he encamps. Tell him I mean to feast with the Emperor and the Empress. Does this sound good?
This will I do, and soon return again.
Oh.
Now lie about thy business, and take my ministers with me.
Nay, they will stay with me, or else I'll call back Marcus, and no revenge will be given unto Lucius.
What say you, boys? We will bind with him, whilst I can tell my lord the Emperor how I have governed our determined jest.